All right, yo, what's happening? What's happening? What is happening? I'm that guy, OG Truth with a two, Hurts with a Z. And hey, I got my backup with me today. I got the Don L. I forgot. He's L something.
El El Grande Cerrero. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, him too. And we brought in the lady killer, Sierra. What's happening?
Hey, what's up?
Uh, uh, women hide the kids. The Don gotta go. Handle your business, big dog. What's happening? What's run your mouth? What's on your mind?
So news came out yesterday about who is going to be inducting, the inductees into the Hall of Fame, and we saw the graphic. We already knew Shawn Michaels going to induct Triple H. A twist for Michelle McCool, the Undertaker is inducting her, her husband. A lot of people would wanted Layla to do it, but you know, it is what it is. And who else going into the Hall of Fame? Oh yeah, and my bad. Lex Luger going into the Hall of Fame, and this is why I want to. And everybody know have been following me for years, talking sports, but everybody know I'm a huge Sting fan. So report came out yesterday that Diamond Dallas Page is inducting Lex Luger. I'm okay with it. I'm not, I don't hate DDP. DDP is a great guy. He lived here in Atlanta. He helped a lot of former athletes, get back and get their life again. So, but everybody know the relationship, you know, Steve Borden, aka Sting, has had with Lex Luger. And their relationship goes back over like 40 years, I believe. So, and for him not to be inducted, Lex Luger is messed up. And the only person that I blame is Tony Khan from AEW. Everybody knows Sting is on a Legends deal with AEW right now, and that played a role of him not inducting Lex Luger. Because I know if Sting would have offered, he wouldn't have turned that down for nothing. But Tony Khan is not wanting to lease because he's under a deal with the company. But sometimes companies can lease wrestlers or talent, to the other, to the other promotion, probably for a little fee. But Tony did not want Tony did not want to lease WWE Sting for the Hall of Fame. I feel like that's messed up on his part. Like law, especially 16 came out of retirement to try to make your company relevant, and you was just telling him no, he can't induct his best friend. That's messed up. What y'all thoughts?
I think it's petty as hell. Like, come on, Tony, get a grip, bro.
hmm
It's the fucking Hall of Fame, bro.
Right.
It's
How many
literally,
times do people really get inducted into the Hall of Fame? That's like a big thing in their life.
it's like 2 hours. It's like 2 hour. It's a 2 hour show, Tony Khan.
hmm
You could take a nap while the show is going on. Like, and I'm gonna tell you, you know, this little 60, this little 60, 90, 120-day rule that they got there. I think this shit is it's so it's so ego driven and crazy. Like, dude, get over yourself. I mean, get over yourself. It's just that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
hmm
And I'm with the Don. If not Sting, then DDP is definitely a viable candidate to induct. His name is it Lance or Larry Fall?
Larry
Is it
Falls.
yeah. The P is silent, fold. But because he basically saved his life.
Hmm.
He saved his life. And and newsflash, he about to save Abdullah. He Abdullah been on that walker and in that chair for a week or for a few years, and he about to come out of that. But I just think that's crazy, man. Um, I mean, get over yourself, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah, I get it. It's the competition. I understand that, but get over yourself. Like, what is it gonna hurt?
Plus, Sting is bigger than AEW, man.
Way
Like
bigger.
he like Sting doesn't need AEW. AEW needs Sting, which is why they
Right.
get this Legends deal, which is why they don't want him on any other TV program but theirs. But still, like he's on the Legends deal. It's not like he's wrestling. It ain't like he's showing up for one of their shows because he ain't showed up for nothing in like months. So they could have let this man, show up Friday night, adult him, and been like, hey, well, it's just gonna be a one night only thing. He can't not be there for the rest of the festivities of the weekend. Okay, we would have been cool with that, you know. But like I was hoping to have Steen, have a good speech to talk about Lex because he knows more about Lex than anybody else, you know. And then also it would have been cool with him, because Lex can't walk, so he has to be wheeled around. It would have been cool for Steen to roll him out, on the stage. I think it's night two when they show all the legends, the Hall of Fame inductees or whatever.
I know they have I know they have the ceremony on Friday. Um,
Yeah,
but
but during WrestleMania they bring them out, in a certain
oh, that's right, that's right. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is night two.
yeah, it would have been cool having Steen roll him out on the star. I was expecting to see all that, but you know, people gotta hate, so it is what it is.
Um, Something need to be made right by that.
Mhm.
So I'm pretty sure if I read if I read Diamond Dallas Page the right way, I'm pretty sure he would have no problem stepping to the side.
He even said it on the show because it was a show that took place like a month ago when he found out he was getting inducted to the Hall of Fame, and like DDP was right there by him. They were sitting side by side, and like the I forgot who was the host of the show, but the host asked him, who would you want to induct you into the Hall of Fame? And DDP said Sting without hesitation, said Sting, and then uh, and Lex was like, you know. I was thinking of you, DDP, but you brought up a great point. Sting has been on, they've been down the road for 40 years or whatever, and that's a no brainer for him to induct him. That's his exact words. So I say the only person to blame, I don't blame DDP. I know some people are blaming him, but this is all Tony Khan and AEW.
Uh, Tony Khan, well, I already kind of figured he's a freaking idiot, but now he done entered the realm of just in the word of my cousin Juan, he just sniffing cereal at this point.
Mhm.
He just tripping. Um, I'll do my rant toward the end. Um, let's uh, let's talk about Jay addressing Gunther on Monday. Give me your thoughts on that, Sierra.
I think that Gunther was shaking in his boots, to be honest.
Yeah, he
um,
looked shook.
yeah,
That that arrogant smirk came off his face.
yeah, he was really looking like, oh man, maybe I went too far. And he did, he really did, but it's too late to go back now. He's just got to face him at WrestleMania.
When a man come up to you and say, "I had to face my mama because of what happened to my brother,"
Mm,
that's deep.
it is like it's gotten very personal, crazy.
I had to tell my mama that I was afraid of you.
Mm,
It took some stones to say that.
it did. And you could almost see the relief on his face after he said it. It's like I'm over it. Like,
I just realized I'm not
hmm
afraid of you anymore.
yeah, that was good.
I didn't like the promo. I'm a very attitude, ruthless aggression era type of fan, and part of me wanted to like Jay should have just came from behind
It was
with,
soft, huh? A
with
little
a.
bit.
It was a little too soft. It was too like it's like it's like it sounded like a Nickelodeon Disney teen sitcom show. I'm not afraid of you anymore. Like
I,
you,
that's
yo,
why I said. That's why I said it took some stones.
I
I
know,
damn, I damn sure wouldn't have did it.
bro. I get it, but like it's just like your brother got killed last week. You should have been
Hmm
running to the ring with a chair, a candle stick, with something,
Something.
something, and you get your get back.
Oh, that's catching them in the parking lot, all that.
Yeah, I'm tired of these parking lot things, bro.
Oh, okay, well, catching, catching him, checking his bags in at the airport. Hey, it's on site on that with that type of shit.
Yeah,
You do that to my family. We, it don't matter where it is, gas station, church. I don't care. Praise the Lord. It's got to go down.
and like
Right.
he had you zip tied to the ropes. Like, come on,
How
bro.
can you even really face him? Like,
I told you it brought back memories I'm about to say the bubble. Well, it was kind of a bubble during the pandemic when Roman made him say I quit.
Yeah, yeah.
When Roman was choking out Jimmy and made Jay say I quit. Or was he choking out Jimmy or was he choking out Jay? I think he was choking out Jimmy.
mm, I don't know about that one.
It was back during the bubble or the pandemic where they had the fake fans in there
Yeah.
and they had Roman and Jay had a I quit match and Jay wouldn't say I quit so Jimmy see at the time Jimmy was trying to play peacemaker with him and so Roman played his card he started choking out
hmm
Jimmy, and Jay said I quit, and it kind of gave me memories of that. Uh, Sarah, what you think about this triple? What you think about this whole soap opera that's going on between
And my man, CM
them three,
Punk.
yeah, them three egos and Paul Heyman. Excuse me, them four egos.
Mm. I don't possibly know what kind of favor Seth Rollins would be wanting, or if he even deserves a favor. I say no,
He's,
because
you know what? Let me tell y'all something.
it looked like Paul Heyman moved a little bit anyway. I don't think the boot would have caught him.
Let me tell you something. Paul is one of the greatest ever. Paul moves a needle jack. He's a he's a needle mover. Um, this whole storyline got Paul Heyman written all over it.
Hmm
I'm willing to bet he's the architect of this whole storyline. What you think, Don?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Anything that involves Roman is going to have Paul Heyman's, handwritten on it. Especially now he's working with CM Punk again and stuff like yeah. So this segment, but it's I I already knew that it was going to be a triple threat between these three guys in the Royal Rumble. What happened, at ringside with
Hmm.
these guys. So I already knew they was going to go that direction with them, but it's been a little lackluster with the favor because that was the favor all along. I know I
It
said
sucked.
week. I'm thinking like it was gonna be like a title shot on the line or something like that.
It should have been, but I don't know what he was thinking.
Exactly. You know, but it could have been like I said, it could have been if I was writing wrestling, the favor, it could have been I struck a fate for me to save Roman Reigns at Survivor Series against, the the bloodline, the favorite was if I help you, you give me Roman's rematch shot
That's what
for
I thought it was gonna be.
Yes.
like that would have been the favor right there. And then
And that would have been
like,
awesome.
yeah, and they could have been like, okay, well, whoever win the triple threat, they get number one contendership of the WWE
Hmm.
title. Like that's how I would have rolled it. The match would have made it would have been yeah, you got these three talent, they deserve night one of main event. They do. But it would have made night one main event seem so special. You know,
Right. If it was for something, big.
I'm the ultimate conspiracy theorist. This guy, this guy Jimmy crossing J written all over it.
Mm.
This got Jimmy crossing J written all over it. But yeah, oh, but you know what? No, because I think they call the truth as a family on all that. I think they call the truth as a family. Because if you notice, ain't none of them really. I mean, you got Solo and the Tonga boy dealing with Jacob, but you see they at odds. So I don't know.
Hmm.
Those Samoans they operate on their own. They move to their own clock for real. Trust me. I I had well, I was good friends with Samoans when I was stationed in California. Hey, when they like you, they like you. When they love you, they love you. They believe in loyalty. Like whenever I stepped off that ship and went in the hood with the Samoans, I was protected. I was protected. So they stand on their business. Uh Real Bianca, EO. What's up with EO coming out with her cakes showing? What's going on with all that? At first, I kind of liked it, but I'm like, no, EO, that's not you though.
Right. She's trying to win the fans and the title,
She
I
don't have
think.
to win the fans though. She got the
Right. That,
fans.
yeah.
Hell, they've been booing Bianca for the last month.
Yeah.
well, yeah, that you know how fan base are with Bianca. You know how the fan base are with Rhea Ripley. Like they see both of them. They both good in the ring, but they see them as they ain't both of them fine. They got a nice body or whatever. So it's like they trying to see what they can do with EO in that particular situation. If you get what I'm saying, like EO's like I said, EO she is a great wrestler, but like I wouldn't change anything about her.
Right.
She's just a unique type of wrestler. You know,
It's hard to keep the belt on her because um as talented as she is in ring, as she's a beautiful young lady too.
She
If
just
you
can't.
look at her up close, EO do not look her age. I think EO like close to 40, right? How old is EO?
She's early 30s.
Early 30. That's Oscar. That's 40.
Yeah, Oscar's the oldest one.
Um, but she can't. She struggles on the mic because of her broken English, and it's not her fault. And it's gonna be hard to keep the title on her
Hmm.
for that because right now, that's a prerequisite. Right now, you got to be able to have some skills on the mic, man. You got to be able to have that.
And they just gotta have like that women's title. They were doing a great job with it, with Rhea and Liv. And now it's like, okay,
Liv
EO.
did a good job, man. Liv did a good job with the
Yeah,
title.
Liv did a great job with it. Like we thought, they took it off Rhea. We thought, oh, they gonna devalue the belt having it with Liv, but no, like Liv and Dominic, man, they doing a great job right now with it, and um, now they put it back on Rhea, and then Rhea lost it to Io. But honestly, like I'm not trying to do predictions, but if you go get a belt to anybody, give it to Bianca.
But the thing about it though, I'm cool with the belt staying on EO for a while because Bianca and Rhea, they've reached the stratosphere where they don't need the title. Like Roman don't certain performers don't need the title. Like Rhea, Bianca, Roman, CM Punk, Seth needs it because he whines like a little girl. Certain folks don't need the title. But are we gonna see how that go? All right, hey man, what's going on? Is it Chad that gave a lot of that mask, or is it Jason Jordan?
It's neither. It's El Grande Americano.
Oh my goodness.
You know what, Sierra?
I think
I,
we'll find out at WrestleMania when he loses. I think the mask will come off.
I hope not.
Jesus, make sure you hit the buttons. Alex Corbin, what's going on? Uh Naomi, Jade. Okay. Needless to say, that's gotten ugly. The war of words back and forth, which was expected. Uh, I gotta be honest with you, I don't know how that's gonna go. What y'all think?
Hard to say with that one because I don't know. I still feel like there's something with Bianca. I don't know what it is. I don't think she attacked Jade, but I just don't know. I feel like we can't rule her out.
But do you see how the WWE kind of sliding Bianca out of that?
Yeah.
JT, what's going on? You see, they kind of sliding her out of that. She kind of mentioned it last week. My two best friends going through whatever.
Hmm.
Um, like I'm trying to see what kind of solution. I mean, because Jay got a lick back, and then Naomi went and got her lick back, and then Jay got. So what they gonna take turns getting each other? I don't know.
Here's the thing, man. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. Like, this is the best women's feud going into WrestleMania right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is better than the Bianca.
Well, I think I think Tiffany and Charlotte kind of up the ante on that. And that's what I'm gonna rant about at the end. But I
It,
think
I, I, and we'll talk about that with at that time. But like this right here, you know, everybody like drama. Everybody
So what made the world go? That's what makes the world go round right now.
yeah.
That's what.
So the Naomi and Jade feud. This to me, this has been more exciting to watch. You know, like is the situation with Tiffany and Charlotte is just
Is,
it's
there- is there a possibility?
it feels too fabricated. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to ask. Can somebody else get involved in this? Because I've just read something online. I don't know if it's some bullshit that the Metaphor girls are signing this, are being assigned to SmackDown. Has anybody seen that?
The what?
Lash and Miss Jackson.
Mm-mm.
Could Naomi recruit a stable?
That'd be good. I would love that because they got to start calling some of those people up soon.
Them girls too good.
That,
They too good to be. Well, you know what? I
but
see what they doing.
they always they go always Triple H is always gonna be that type of guy to have these stables like Evolution. That's how you had Randy Orton and Batista come out as stars because of him and Ric Flair. So
And I
they
like how I kind of like how they bleeding TNA in because believe it or not, TNA got some decent talent down there because they got a girl down there who was raised by two men in the business who can go with anybody on Monday, Tuesday, or Friday. They got a girl over there at TNA who was raised by two men in the business
who?
who can go with any of these girls on Monday, Tuesday, or Friday, and that's Tessa Blanchard.
Oh Lord,
She got the charisma. She definitely got the heat. She definitely got the backstage heat. She got in ring ability. She came under some fire because she made some insensitive comments towards somebody black. She since apologized, but the fans ain't buying it. Fans ain't buying it. But hey, that's another story. But Tessa can go, man. So and they got TNA got a couple of girls over there can go. Masha can go. The champion can go. Keep an eye out for Tasha Steeles. So they got a few girls they can go to. So what they do, they're trying to bleed TNA in there. So they're sending the Metaphor girls over there along with uh what's the girl name who was in Toxic Attraction? She had another faction now. JC Jane. So they trying to they trying to bleed it. They trying to bleed it in. Um last night because the only part I saw last night because I was on some meds, so I kind of nodded out. Well, I actually saw the beginning, and I saw the promo between Randy and Nick, and I ain't seen that wasn't Nick in the ring last night at the beginning. You know who that was? That,
man.
that was that was Magnus. That was Magnus in the ring. If you go back and look at it, look at the look on his face. That was Magnus. I don't think he'll Randy. Look, Randy, he ain't gonna be no easy win now. If you make Matt, if you make Nick get out of that suit now, it ain't gonna be no easy win, Randy. Sierra, have you ever seen Nick in the ring perform?
No, I haven't. I didn't even know that he actually did it until last week. I was on here, and the other person that was on here said, "Put Nick Aldis in there," and I laughed because I thought he was joking.
No, 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 no. Look up Magnus.
Madness TNA. He was part of the British Invasion stable.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
good.
back then it was like what 09, 09, 10, 11. But he was there. He was a TNA World Champion for a little bit.
Oh
Well,
wow, yeah, I'll
yeah,
have to check him
I
out.
think he got hurt and then he went head on and just semi-retired.
Yeah,
because
Mhm.
somebody had to be home with the baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah.
you're married in the business. You gotta, they take turns with the baby. And I think Mickey, she dropped two, right? She dropped two kids or just one?
I don't know.
I only know of one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he also was the NWA champion too when he left after he left TNA. And remember, Cody when Cody left WWE, he started that All In. You know that first match.
Mhm.
If there's a
He
such if
he
there's
did.
a such thing as a perfect body,
Yeah.
and I don't look at men like that, but if there's a such thing as a perfect body, it's him. He got
They
it.
was they booked they yeah TNA kind of booked him as like the next Lex Luger. Everybody remember how Lex Luger was. You know he was
Yeah.
always deep and stuff, but he was a better wrestler than Lex. Lex was alright. You
Lex
know
was mostly Lex was
he was
mostly power in the torture rack.
yeah he was a powerful wrestler, but he wasn't a technical wrestler like that.
Not at all. No. Yeah, I went ahead and did something to it. I couldn't eat it. I couldn't eat it earlier because I hadn't eaten. Um, but yeah, Magnus was pretty good. Yeah, he's part of the British invasion. What Drew over there helping him for a while? Drew,
Drew was over here. He was Drew McIntyre. Remember, in back when the British invasion started, he debuted as Drew McIntyre and won the Intercontinental belt.
or was it Drew Galloway?
That's the same person.
That's what I'm saying. But he was Drew Galloway over there.
No, he didn't go there till like later on.
Okay, gotcha.
He go there till like when. Matter of fact, when Madness left TNA, that's when Drew went to TNA. He also won the belt from Matt Hardy.
Okay. All right. Speaking of Hardys, I met Jeff. I love y'all, man. Y'all looking old. Okay. All right. All that damn flipping. Y'all damn near 60. Sit down somewhere for you get hurt, especially especially Jeff.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Um, let them young boys. Hey, pass it on to them young boys, man. Uh, so Solo comes out. Solo and Tama comes out and addresses Randy as he and Nick is in the ring. And I don't know what happened from that point. Did they have a match last night, y'all?
They did. They had a tag team match.
Okay.
It was good.
Okay. Uh, Anything else went on? Did Cody do anything last night?
Yeah, he had a promo. He brought out. It was. I think it was a great promo. Honestly, they had all the old, versions of the WWE title in the ring.
Okay.
They had they had Bruno's belt. He made a nod to him. He made a nod to Undertaker. With the Wing Eagle belt,
Yeah.
and then he walked over to the other side and he brought up the spinner belt.
The spinner belt for
And
Cena.
yeah, and that's when he started talking about Cena. The delivery of what he was talking about, it was well. He did a great job. Um, but that's gonna be Cody's high point. Because next week we already know what's gonna happen. Cena gonna end up doing something to him. Cause
Mhm.
he's gonna have to do something to him before they match.
What they doing? What they trying to retire the belt? That's what it looked like. They trying to retire the belt.
They're not trying to. I don't think they're not retiring. They're just I'm about to say they're just showcasing it because like Cena's saying that he's taking the belt home with him. So it's just like he's like Cody said, if you take it, you take it home history, you take it home tradition of everything that was done, up to now. You taking all that home and
You
trying.
already got the belt at home anyway, John. Cut it out. We already know. Anytime. Anytime you win, any champion that wins the title, he gets a replica belt. Everybody, stop it. Okay, but I guess you want to take that one home.
It's just part of the storyline.
I get it. Okay. Uh, let's jump on to AEW real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, me. Somebody in here. It's probably I was man Mike here. Okay. Okay. I'm glad Mike is here. What the fuck is wrong with Swerve Strickland, man? Like, what you? My question would be, what's your angle, Swerve? What you trying to prove?
That he's a big star. But the fact that you at AEW, nobody literally cares but you. And
Okay.
the IW. Look,
Okay.
go ahead.
You felt like you didn't get your fair shake in the WWE, and guess what? A lot of fans roll with you. Okay. I think he's pretty. I think he's pretty talented for at least for AEW. All right. You go over there. You basically I'm gonna tell you what Tony Khan doing. Tony Khan got these guys coming from WWE, and he kind of got them sacrificing their bodies because he done broke everybody else to fuck up. He done broke up what's the boy name from New York that talks so much? MJF. Anybody seen Darby Allin lately? The Orange Cassidy. He done broke everybody up. So now he bring guys over there like Swerve and Ricochet, and they going over there. They doing all that flipping and shit Mike be talking about. And they had a match with him and Hangman dude where they drinking each other's blood and shit. Okay. All right. Now you get over here. You go on DJ Vlad. And listen, everybody know what DJ Vlad is about. DJ Vlad don't give a damn about nobody's feelings. DJ Vlad trying to get to the goods. Booker T was offered to go on DJ Vlad, and he turned it down. I hadn't seen the whole interview. What exactly is he saying about Booker T?
He probably sell out. You know, his storyline because he did mention the segment. With Vince McMahon. He was wearing the do rag and stuff. He was that during that feud he had with Bobby Lashley.
Okay.
Back, was it '06, I think?
Okay,
And
yeah.
yeah,
And
and
Trump
like
and Trump was
he,
involved. The
and
one
he
with Trump was involved.
no. This was like I think I don't know if it was before or after, but like he was backstage talking to Cena. Cena was still in that rap. Dr. Thugonomics. Gimmick, and so Vince came up to him talking like he was like he from the hood or whatever, and then he walked away from Cena, and then he said, "What's up, my to King Booker and Sharmell." And then they looked at him like, "Tell me he just did not say that." So that's it. He talking about that.
Oh, I remember that. Bro, go find a couch.
That's a
Swerve. Go.
pretty weak. That's my thing is it's I don't even think he had a problem with that. I think Swerve just he feeling like
He
they
clickbaiting.
it no, it ain't even clickbait. Like I think it's Tony Khan and those, you know, I don't want to say AEW fans because they are wrestling fans to a certain extent, but the AEW fanatics. I mean, Marks, those they hyping them up to be something that he's not. You're not a megastar. It's nothing wrong with not being a megastar. You know what I'm saying? It's like not everybody's gonna be a megastar, and everybody who's been anything in this industry, somebody didn't believe in them. So if you gonna say, oh, WWE didn't believe, well, they didn't believe in the Undertaker either. They didn't believe in Sting. They didn't believe in Hulk Hogan. Like there's a lot of people that didn't.
Everybody got the same story, so a
Everybody has
similar
the same
story.
story in wrestling. So it's like it's that's such a I can't even look at Swerve no more. Like he's that right there is a true mark of a punk.
That's some bitch shit what he did. Excuse me, Sierra. That's some bitch shit what he did. Because my thing is, Booker didn't even, Booker wasn't even Booker told him, bro, don't fall for the bullshit. And then that's what he did. And then Booker tried to go and talk to him. So at the end of the show last week, he grabbed the mic and he you know I guess he kind of did a watered down CM Punk, you know, something similar to a pipe bomb. So he got to talking to the fans and all this stuff here, and he was like, so he was like, yeah, you know, I did all this for y'all, this, that, and the third, blowing smoke up the fans' ass, and then he was like, yeah, I got my daughters down here, and everybody like, yeah, 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 and then at the end he says, oh yeah, fuck Booker T. Like, bro, I lost respect for you on that because don't sit up here and have me in a tender moment because you got your daughters down there, and then you say fuck Booker T in front of your daughters.
Right.
Like that's weak as hell, bro. That's weak. That's some cornball ass shit. Like you doing this for what, Swerve?
There's no respect amongst fans for the wrestling industry. Everybody likes what they like, which is fine, but not to everybody's detriment. And that's the thing that I think a lot of
And,
wrestlers are falling for. They just think everybody has to be megastars, and it's never going to be that way. That's not life.
They think everybody making stars. Like guys like Swerve and these guys, they feel like they don't owe respect to people like Undertaker, Booker T, Stone
I'm
Cold.
a star too.
These guys paved the way. Like people don't understand like how important it was when Booker actually went to WWE. And yeah, I was upset about WrestleMania 19. They should have put the belt on him, but they finally did put the belt on Booker T.
and put the belt on Booker T, and guess what? He didn't change up except for the King Booker gimmick, which was funny.
That was something that he was doing in passing.
Yeah,
And he
but
wanted his wife. He wanted to get his wife.
Yeah.
He was having fun at that point in his career. He was having fun, and they put the belt on him. And I get it. Yes, the Rock did hold. Rock did. He's classified as the first Black WWE champion. But how I am. Like he claimed more Samoan than he does Black most of the time. But with Booker, he like I said, he paved the way for so many of these Black wrestlers now. Like look at people like Alicia Fox, um,
Swerve, hell, Swerve.
Swerve
He
Strickland,
literally
Devon
helped
Evans,
Swerve, and that's
these guys, and hell, he does train most of this new generation Samoans.
mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. What's your point?
Swerve. If you can hear me on this, fall back on that, bro, cause that ain't just no regular story. Booker's past. That ain't no regular story. That's a that ain't no storyline. Booker Booker come from that life for real, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And he don't want to go back there, but you trying to take him back there. Don't do that. Swerve, get your money, but that's some whole shit what you did. And listen, hey, y'all fans out there, y'all be killing me. Soon as somebody say something to tickle your little loins in my LA night voice, y'all want to talk about somebody getting cooked. So that leads me into my rant. Let me tell y'all something, man. Tiffany Stratton fans, just go walk the dog or something. I know you love Tiffany.
Cover
Man,
your
be quiet.
ears.
Y'all shut the fuck up, okay? All right. I don't
I,
want to hear nothing.
I'm with
I don't
you.
I don't want to hear nothing about. I don't want to hear nothing about Tiffany cooking Charlotte. It's easy to look. It's easy to go personal. All right. It's easy to talk about somebody's personal shit. Okay. All right. And it's easy to bring up the same shit. Look here, y'all find some new material. I'm so sick of motherfuckers talking about you're living off your daddy. Well, guess what? How about this?
Vince living off his daddy. I mean,
Simone,
nobody.
Simone Johnson, aka Ava, she's the GM of SmackDown. She got about 7 cousins right now, and all of them living off their daddy. Okay, all right. Uh, Brian Pillman's son is Lexus King. Okay, all right. Natalia Neidhart is a second generation wrestler. Randy Orton is a third generation wrestler. All right. The leader of the Wyatt Six is a third generation wrestler. Y'all feel what I'm going? Some, I just mentioned the aforementioned Tessa Blanchard. She was raised by two. She was raised by 2 men in the business. Okay, y'all get off that. Y'all get off that raised by your daddy shit, or living off your daddy. A lot of them was doing. A lot of them doing it.
Cody out the world champion,
Co-
the big
No, no,
champion.
no. But you know what? They throw that same shit at Cody. They throw it at Cody too. Cody and Charlotte. They're not the only ones living off their daddy. All right.
Cody
Y'all pick
can't
and
have
choose.
no
Y'all pick and
without.
choose when y'all want to go at folks about that shit. You sound like some fucking idiots. Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, Dusty didn't really push Cody like
He
that.
didn't push Cody.
He put Goldust.
He was pushing Dustin.
He put
Hmm.
Goldust, but he saw that how that happened. He did not want Cody to wrestle.
He was pushing Dustin until they fell out. So y'all give me a break with that. She living off her daddy. I seen somebody last night said she was trash in the ring, and that's when I knew mental health was real. That girl the best to ever do it in
I
that
don't. I
ring.
haven't seen many. I haven't seen many.
She the best to ever do it in that ring, and it ain't because of her daddy. It's because she bust her ass.
Right.
She doing all the shit. She doing all the shit the men do. Okay, I get it if you don't like her. Okay, I get it. That's cool. You ain't you can fan however you want to fan, but that girl is the total package. When I said a total package, shout out to Lex Luger, tribute to him. Listen, she unmatched on the mic. Fuck that shit you seen last week. She unmatched on the mic if she want to be. Okay, we don't even need to.
Rick on the mic. Rick got praised for 30, 40 years for saying, I'm the king, I'm the best,
Yeah,
I'm the best. Ain't
yeah.
nobody better than me. And nobody bats an eye when Rick says it. She said it's a problem.
We're not even gonna talk about charisma and ring entrance, okay? And if she had to lace up the boots and brawl, she could do that well too. All
Look,
right.
that was Nia Jax. What, her and Nia Jax? Lord have mercy. I love that. They were
So
getting at it. They were going
I'm
at it.
glad you mentioned Nia Jax, Mike. I'm glad you mentioned Nia Jax, cause see, it's a whole pity party talking about Charlotte. Charlotte always uh going off script. They all do. Nia Jax broke Becky Lynch nose. You think that was part of the script?
Right.
What the fuck is a pipe bomb? Oh, y'all thought do y'all think the pipe bomb was scripted? That we all love CM Punk for? Stop it.
Stone Cold is notorious for going off script.
Cut the bullshit.
Hmm.
Y'all think the pipe bomb was scripted? Stop it.
No.
Y'all
Michael. Son
y'all think
Michael
that
is
shit
notorious
y'all
for
think that
going
shit was scripted?
People,
Y'all think Brock Lesnar splitting Randy Orton open? Y'all think that shit was scripted?
but you know what though? Everybody mad at Tiffany for saying, making fun of her divorce. But like, I don't even think that's the worst thing that was ever said to Charlotte. Like, if everybody go back to when Paige was back, was it
Yes.
her and Paige, they had the feud, and like she
Hey,
was about her brother. She was talking about
hey,
she Reed, and
Paige shouldn't. She should swing on Paige every time she see her. I just seen that last week. I didn't know Paige had did that shit.
yeah, yeah, and
They
then
say she wants to come back too.
They Rick found out about it. Like he was crying and telling Triple H, like, bro, don't ever bring up Reed on y'all stuff again, man. That was
No,
fucked
that
up.
was foul.
Yeah.
If that was scripted, that was foul. Don't do that. We not finna do that, bro. Because that shit tore them folks up. What happened to that boy?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. That's just like throwing some shit up. Hey, but one Von Erich left.
Yeah.
That's just like throwing some shit up to him. It's literally one Von Erich left. And he done moved out. He stay in Hawaii.
Yeah, he needs he needs that.
Mm-hmm.
He weird. Don't be honest with you. He weird as fuck, bro. He weird, but he got a reason to be. You had
Yeah.
you had three brothers commit suicide. One of them died mysteriously overnight.
Mm-hmm.
One of them died one of them died at the pool. Like that shit right there drive a person crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But for all those Tiffany Cook, Charlotte, that ain't no cooking. Bringing up personal shit. Charlotte had just did an interview
Yep.
with Sherry Shepherd about because Charlotte. What people don't know is Charlotte and Andrade they didn't fall out.
No, they just knew
They
they could.
mutually agreed to part ways.
They were just going separate.
They
Like
just
this
went.
is the
That's
wrestling
it.
industry.
Count,
That's the wrestling industry. You
Counter
go
what happened. Counter what happened with Britt and Adam. They just kind of mutually agreed to part ways. They didn't fall out, nothing like that. He just literally wished her a heartfelt happy birthday. It wasn't about that. I don't listen. People said Andrade cheated. I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't helping him cheat, so I don't know. And if he did, if you gonna mention that, it's a lot of other shit you got to mention that's going on behind the scenes in that business. Hell, it's rumors that Terry Bollea shared Linda. I got that from a reliable source. So if you're gonna talk about that, talk about it all. But the thing about it with Tiffany, I saw her podcast and she's trying to make it look like a work. No, there wasn't a work, Tiff. But good recovery.
Oh, she got the
Mm-hmm.
hell out of that ring fast. Like she look,
Mm-hmm.
No,
she
no,
got
no. But on her little podcast a couple of days ago, she making it look like a work, and she making it look like her and Charlotte was in on it. No, Tiff. No,
no, no.
no,
So
not the way you got out that ring.
you didn't see how Charlotte approached her when she said that? She was headed
Mm-hmm.
to her and Tiffany got out of the ring. Quick.
Let me tell you something. When Charlotte give that, when Charlotte give that wry smile, somebody in trouble.
Yeah.
She's really trying to hold back. I don't think Charlotte got too much longer because Charlotte, she do go off script a lot, and
I mean,
I think she's starting to get too real for the business, and I think she just
no, truth. No, that is the business being real. I
well,
don't do that at all.
okay, all right, go ahead and correct me.
The thing is, she's the standard.
She made the line.
I mean, like as much as people, you talking about somebody. I don't know about you, Sierra and Don, but like I could not stand Charlotte. She turned me into a believer. She turned me. I did not like Alexa Bliss, and I did not like Charlotte. Those two I did,
Biscuit butt,
but they
biscuit
turned
butt. That's what Mickey James used to call Alexa, biscuit butt.
biscuit butt. Oh, she look. Y'all know how I feel about Bray Wyatt, but like even before she teamed with Bray Wyatt, I was like, wow, yeah, she her in ring work and then her mic work is just I think Alexa is the best on the mic. I think she's the best. I'm not
I think
Becky.
she's more authentic.
Yeah, I've always liked it. I always liked Alexa, especially the day when she was doing that little Princess Sparkle thing or whatever. Um, I knew she was gonna be big. I knew Charlotte was gonna be big too, but you know, same thing with Bailey. I with Sasha, I knew Sasha was gonna end up flopping because I just you gonna have some wrestlers their head gonna get too big, and
She
they
thinks
gonna
she's Snoop Dogg. That's her problem.
and that's the
Y'all gonna
problem.
leave. Y'all
Huh?
gonna leave. Y'all gonna leave Mercedes alone. I'll fight y'all. I'll fight y'all about Mercedes.
Oh,
I'll
she'll
fight
leave
both of y'all.
you. She'll leave you. She'll leave you.
She's
Don't
not even
worry.
the best wrestler in
You
AEW.
know what? Sierra on here. I almost said something.
Say it.
Y'all both know how I think. Y'all
Please
both know
don't
how I
hold
think.
back because of me.
I need a couple more shows with you, sweetie pal. Okay. I need a couple.
Okay.
I need a
I
couple more
will
shows.
leave.
Listen. I'm gonna respect your significant other. I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna respect that you married. But no. Seriously though. Y'all gonna leave. Y'all gonna leave Mercedes alone now. I'm sweet on her now.
I like
Don't-
her. I love her.
I'm
But I
sweet
know
on her.
her ego is out of fucking control right now.
I'm glad she divorced that buck too fast to Raph Tom. That mean I
Man,
got a chance.
oh my god.
That mean I got a chance. I'm gonna take a bath and everything, and I'm gonna meet her.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a bath. I'm gonna meet her. She can have all the fruit. She can have all the fruit check. But sometimes you gonna get. Sometimes the business do that to folks, man. The business made Mercedes big headed like that. The
Yeah.
business did that. The fans did that.
Hmm.
That's the
speaking
fans.
of
The fans always.
speaking of the business, y'all heard about the story of Hulk Hogan's eye before WrestleMania 9. He
Yeah, I
always
heard it
that
years ago.
that it was a jet ski accident, and I remember when I was young, and I'm like, if now I'm a black dude, a black boy from Summer Hill, a poor black dude boy from Summer Hill at that time, you know, we didn't do jet ski, but
What
I understood,
I missed the first part.
if you
What happened on jet skis?
No, that's irrelevant. Let them go.
like a jet ski, if you get an injury on a jet ski, any type of head injury, it ain't just gonna be targeted at one spot. Like his eye was black, and he's saying that it was a jet ski. No, bro,
No,
we
no, no,
all knew Macho Man had gave him that business, man.
no. Randy got that cap about Elizabeth. Let me tell you something now. Elizabeth, she must have had some good on her, cause she had she had all them acting a fool. Elizabeth had some good on her. She had to.
But yeah, but Scott Steiner, he was on the Vice show or whatever, and like he said that hey, he rode with Randy, and Randy said that he actually hit him. That was that he had got into an altercation, and Randy had hit him in his eye. But he was sad about what he did, and Scott said that he gonna believe Randy. Why would Randy Savage lie about something like that?
Right.
If you really know the real truth about Terry, he's not a tough guy. I think he kind of admits to that. He kind of admits to that. Terry pretty much let you. Terry, he was the first guy to really get marketed, man. Like Terry had us saying our prayers and eating our vitamins. For real. We thought he was larger than life. Um,
But
but
I knew he was tough. Every time in WCW with those fans, they bombed the ring, and y'all can go watch those videos on YouTube. But most of the time, it always be with Randy Savage and Hulk in the ring. Like Randy was the person that was beating the hell out of the damn fans, and then Hulk just in there just letting them just watching them do it.
yeah, because Hulk he don't like courtrooms. He done been in a whole lot of courtrooms. You can't be swinging on them goddamn fans like that. I,
Randy,
motherfuckers do. Listen, man. Look, I got to get with Abdullah. Abdullah could sit down and tell you, man. Abdullah had all kind of shit
Abdullah
thrown at
Butcher.
him.
Abdullah Butcher.
Like I gotta get with him, man. Like I had his number on my phone, and then I guess he changed his phone, and that nah, I'll talk to y'all about that off air about his caretaker.
I
I
know
don't.
I know, but
I know about that.
I miss
I
that
don't.
restaurant he had, that rib shack that he had. Man, that joke was good.
We got to wrap it up. Producer in the back say I got to wrap it up. K Styles coming up at the top of the hour. Mad Mike, give us a preview of the show.
We're going to be talking about a few things. One, the great Matt Ryan in the conversation,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
yeah, we're going to get some Desmond Ritter and our new
Oh,
quarterback, our
God.
new starting quarterback, Michael Penix Jr. So we're going to kind of bring it all together for a conversation that I think you guys are going to enjoy. But you know,
I ain't got enough battery life on my damn phone, boy. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. I need to go to the liquor store and get me a shot. I can only imagine that. Sierra, you got some closing words? Talk to me, honey.
Oh goodness, what do I say? This was good. Y'all had some strong feelings about some stuff.
Oh, we be in our feelings a lot, especially me.
That's okay. Big feelings are good.
especially for wrestling fans.
Hmm.
I just, I'm the type of person, y'all. When I start hearing stuff, when shit become redundant, that shit irritates. I'm talking about, it irritates my soul. Like when I be hearing, like, listen, um, go do research. I don't care what it's about. Whether it's Charlotte Flair, Matt Ryan, whatever, LeBron James, go do your research. Don't run with the first piece of bullshit somebody spit at you. Okay, all
Hmm.
right. Because guess what? If I run with the first piece of bullshit somebody spit at me, uh, I would I would have believed that Sarah Marshall was Arthur Blake's daughter, Matt Ryan's wife. Okay, how many times we done heard that? Okay,
Quite a
all right.
few.
If I want to run with everything, I would have believed that Michael Jordan invested in the prisons, which is partly true. Michael Jordan did invest in the prison. It just happened to be an old white Michael Jordan, not Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So go do just do your research, okay? Before you just run with some shit because it soothes your ears. All right,
Amen.
like for real. Like go do your research. I hear a lot of shit that I like, but
Hmm.
but I still have to go and double. That's the great thing, Sierra. Cause see, I'm older than Mike and Don, but they older than me when it comes to this. What we doing here? They older than me, and so as I came in up under them two K Styles, when I came in up under them, they slow walked me into this.
Hmm.
They slow walked me into this. Like my first 3 or 4 shows, now my first 8, 9 shows, they just threw me out there in the water. That dirty motherfucker, Mad Mike. He just threw me out there in the water, and I had to fend for myself.
Who is
Maybe.
one around?
Huh?
I went around,
Yeah, you were.
bro. I
You
was
t-
not.
you kind of
No,
took you kind of had to take a hiatus, and that's something we're not gonna discuss right here.
exactly.
When I kind of filtered in. All right, but Mike them taught me, hey, first of all, you don't you don't print false shit. Meaning, it doesn't matter if you think it's true. It's false until you go out there and do your research.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
A lot of people can get sued for that. It's like the last thing you want to do is you know end up like quite a few podcasters spreading false rumors. I mean, Cardi B had a situation where a woman had over like 100,000 subscribers just spreading false rumors about it, and she ended up suing her. So it's like you got to be careful about the thing that you put out like that because somebody can wake up tomorrow and say, enough of that. You're not making money off of my name. So like I try to be like
You defame
it's easy to
you
be
defame somebody's character.
yeah.
Hey, I don't give a damn if you got 99% truth. Hey, that could end you on here because right
Mhm.
now this was going on, you know. So, Don, you got any closing remarks, sir?
I don't have any right now, man. My mind right now is like about to make this 7-layer deal.
Okay. Programming next week. Of course, we're not going to be on next Saturday because it's actually WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Um,
Boy.
the NFL draft is Thursday. I was going to do a pre-show on Thursday, but the NFL draft is Thursday, and we're gonna do a draft party. Stay
Yes,
tuned. Stay tuned with that. Mike gonna give y'all the info on that. So we're not gonna do a WrestleMania preview. It's just too much going on. There's no way.
Hmm.
We got the NFL draft night one is Thursday. WWE Hall of Fame is Friday.
true,
Uh,
true, true, true. The draft is next week, ain't it? It ain't this week coming up. It's the week after next.
when the draft?
The week after next. It ain't this. It ain't this week coming up.
You see that? Y'all see what I just did? I just put out some false shit. Don't laugh at me, Sierra. Don't laugh at me. I just put out some false shit. I'm sorry, y'all. So my bad. My apologies. Uh, we'll do a WrestleMania preview Thursday. Uh, the whole time I'm thinking the draft is next week.
Yeah, next week is the last week
You
before.
ready for it, ain't you?
I'm ready for it to be over with because I'm so sick of these Sierra. Good God Almighty, are you a Falcons fan?
I won't say no, but I will just say I don't watch anything like that.
You
Yeah.
stay in
I don't
Tennessee,
want to
right?
offend y'all, but
No. You stay where
No,
where you stay? You stay in Tennessee, North Georgia, right?
me?
Yeah,
Oh, I live in Jessup.
Jessup.
Yeah.
okay.
Well, no, I
No,
mean you're a fan of you're a fan of who you're a fan of. I mean, hey, it is what it is. A lot of people up that way they a lot of people adopted the Titans when they moved up that when they moved from Houston. So I get it, but okay, so we will do WrestleMania preview on Thursday because the WWE Hall of Fame is Friday, and we will do the WrestleMania recap on Monday. Um, usually we do a super show on that. We just do a super show. I'll go on with the heavy hitters, and unless y'all is that what y'all want to do?
We'll discuss those things, later on.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, y'all get ready. K Styles with STS at the top of the hour. Sierra, once again, thank you for coming on. You part of the
Thank you
family
for
now.
having me.
Just a reminder. We're gonna do a preview on Thursday. If you're available, come on, let's get it.
All right, sounds good.
Um, and for the sister from Jessup, Sierra, my little brother the Don, Mad Mike. I'm your man, OG Truth with a two, Hurts with a Z, and on the exclusive world of wrestling, we always seek and speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. See you guys on Thursday. We out.
I'll let y'all.